Alright, hello, this is Caitlin Nguyen. Welcome to my Draw My Life. Today is Friday, April 20th, and you're about to learn how I got to where I am today. So basically, I was born in Fremont, California at Washington Hospital, which is also where my mom works, and I was 6 pounds and 6 ounces when I was born. I don't know, it's like a really nice number, so I remember it. But from Fremont, I moved to Milpitas, California, which is maybe like 20 minutes south of the hospital, which is where I've lived my entire life. I've never moved around. I'm from NorCal. Fun fact, Milpitas is also known as Milpitas or Stinkpitas because it's right next to a landfill, which is about like 10 minutes from my house. And the smell is like very, very present most of the time. But I lived with my family there, my mom, my dad, my little brother Ryan, who's 5 years younger than me, and my little sister Kylie, who's 8 years younger than me. And more recently, 2 to 3 years ago, we adopted a dog named Maddie from a shelter. So I went to Challenger School from preschool to 8th grade, and I pretty much grew up with the same group of friends that I still keep in touch with. 3 of them especially, Shayna, Darren, Michelle. Shayna and Darren go to USC, so they're really close by, and Michelle goes to UCSD. But I spent a lot of time with them, like over breaks and stuff, because they live close to where I live. But at Challenger, it was a different kind of experience going to private school for most of my life and being around pretty much the same people. Growing up, I tried a lot of different sports: basketball, swimming, softball, soccer, before finally settling on tennis. Tennis was something that my family did, so it was kind of like a family sport that we all played together on weekends. And I really, really liked tennis, I don't know, because I felt like it was an outlet for my anger, which could be bad. But I don't know, it was nice to have. I also played piano for a very, very long time, from age 5 to age 16. Grade was when we were encouraged to apply to private high schools as part of like continuing the private school process. And I applied to 4 of them in my area: St. Francis High School, Notre Dame, Presentation, and MIDI. And one of my clearest memories from middle school is all my friends gathered at my house and all of us opening up these emails together. And then so at the end of it, I chose St. Francis, which is in Mountain View, California. And that was definitely one of like the turning moments in my life. My freshman year of high school was definitely marked first by me joining the tennis team in the fall semester. This is where I met my best friend Mira, who's also still my best friend now. She got me through a lot of high school, and it's also where I found my first like niche and my support system for my first year of high school. Not to say that I didn't struggle a lot to kind of find where I belonged, because it was a different environment for me. I grew up with the same people through preschool to 8th grade. That's 12 plus years with the same people, and all of a sudden I was in this new environment where I didn't know anyone, and where it went from all Asians and Indians to a lot of white people who I didn't think I'd like fit in with and I didn't have a lot in common with. What definitely helped me was joining different clubs like Women of Brick, which was a really important part of my high school years because I found my teacher, who was very much a mentor for me, through the club. I also did track in the spring, met a lot of new people through there. But it was also hard adjusting going to a private Catholic school because I'm personally not big on religion and having to attend school-wide mass once a month. So my second year of high school was really marked by me meeting 2 of my other best friends who currently go to Stanford, Maddie and Nipa, and also taking my first AP test. Summer between sophomore and junior year of high school was a time of a lot of change and realization for me, especially in regards to what a bad sister and daughter I was being. I spent a lot of that summer trying to repair my relationships with my parents and my siblings, and fortunately I was able to do that because we spent a lot of time as a family together on vacation. We went to Germany for a week to visit family there, and then we spent 2 weeks on a European cruise. I feel like since then, especially since coming to college, my relationship with them has only improved, which I'm very, very lucky to say. So my junior year of high school was a bit of a wild ride. I did a lot that year now that I think about it. So first, SAT and ACT to get into college, of course. Not the best experience, but thankful that it's over and that it happened already. Second, I think one of the most important things was I went on an immersion trip to New Orleans, where I helped construct homes for people who are still living affected by Hurricane Katrina. I learned a lot from that trip, got to experience the culture of New Orleans, which is very, very different from the rest of America. I also attended junior prom with some of my closest friends. And lastly, that year, my closest cousin on my dad's side moved back from Pennsylvania to California. And with her being older than me and being able to drive and having a car, I had a lot more freedom in terms of going out and staying out late. And my parents, since our relationship got better, became a lot more accommodating about how much freedom they were willing to give me. Summer between my junior and senior year was when I got my first official job working as a waitress slash server at this boba and dessert place called Snow Cave Tea House. My coworkers are some of my closest friends today. Most of them are a year older than me, but we became very, very close despite them still being in NorCal and me being in college in SoCal, and I talk to them a lot every day. We went to a lot of concerts together. I think that is part of what helped us bond a lot. So my senior year was a lot of good memories for me. I started off by applying to colleges like Berkeley, UCLA, Duke, UNC, trying to figure out if I wanted to stay on the West Coast or go east. I went on my senior retreat, which was a silent retreat, and honestly, those 3 days of just pure silence and not being able to talk and having to contemplate a lot about my life definitely helped me with my college decisions and just like thinking about my relationships in general. I also went to CAdmit at UCLA, which not only helped me meet two of my current college best friends, but also from that, I decided to SIR to UCLA instead of going to Cal Day. Summer after my senior year consisted of a lot of trips, from LA with 3 of my best friends, to Tahoe with 11 of my best friends, and then an Alaska cruise with my family. I spent a lot of that summer doing absolutely nothing and just relaxing from high school and kind of getting ready for college. And so when the time did roll around for me to come down to SoCal, my parents and my siblings and I drove from Milpitas to LA. Along the way, we stopped at Universal Studios to go see Harry Potter World. By the way, Harry Potter is one of my favorite series of all time, and I'm a very, very big nerd about it. But they helped me move in, spent a couple days here, and when they left, I admittedly cried in my dorm room for about 5 minutes when the loneliness just hit me until I decided I need to go out and make some new friends. So UCLA, this is where I am today. This is how I've gotten here. Since coming here, I've made, luckily, a lot of new friends, some who live on my floor. They're some of my closest friends, my floor mates, and my roommates and I are really tight too. And I've joined a lot of things that have meant a lot to me personally and that I believe I can develop further as my passions, such as hope, being a staff member of the USAC Office of the President. I don't know what is to come in the future since I'm only a first year, but I'm definitely excited for the next 3 years of my life. And I honestly can't believe that my first year is coming to an end. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, congrats and thank you for watching.